like, why Italy of all places? Blah blah blah. Like, people come here to do prostitution. Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Yes, you guys, today I have my glass of wine because we're about to share some tea, sis. And instead of drinking tea in this hot afternoon, we're gonna sip some wine. So you guys, today's video I am collaborating with a friend of mine called Victoria Fabs. She is a London-based Nigerian YouTuber and she is so much fun. She shares all sorts of stuff about her skin. Her skin is flawless, and she shares stuff about her hair, and she has her own hair company, you guys, Victoria Fabs. Okay, you guys, check my girl out and show her some love. So today's video is in collaboration with her. She sent me these questions, which apparently are some burning questions that she's been having. So she sent them 16 of them to me. I'm not sure if I'm going to answer all of them. I don't know how this video is going to go, but we're just going to go with the ride while we take some wine. Okay, this is the wine I'm having. So I'm going to answer the questions the way I feel like it. I'm not going to answer it in the order that she sent them, because I mean, I want to make it how I'm comfortable with it. The first question here that I am seeing that I really want to answer is, what are some of the wild questions you have been asked by people back home regarding your relationship and you living in Europe? OMG. You guys, this question is so broad. If I want to talk about it, I honestly will not leave this place. Okay, people back home actually think that the reason why I don't show my mister on YouTube or in my social media is because I married an old person. I think the reason why they think that way is because you know how a lot of girls, they come to Europe and they marry just anybody, or they go abroad and they marry just anybody for, you know, papers and stuff like that. I feel like that's what they think I did. That's why they feel like I'm not showing him because he's too old for me. Maybe I married like a 50, 60-year-old man. That's why I don't show him, because I'm embarrassed. No, okay, that's not the reason. And just for anybody out here who's thinking the same thing, the mister is barely a year older than me. Okay, barely a year older than me. He is 1 year. Uno, he's only 1 year older than I am. Okay, so I didn't marry a 60-year-old man, and even if I did, that's nobody's business. That question has two sides regarding your relationship and you living in Europe. So the first one is regarding my relationship. Now, regarding living in Europe, when I wanted to move here the very first time, a lot of people were like, why Italy of all places? Blah blah blah. Like, people come here to do prostitution. So a lot of people for the longest time back home thought I was doing that kind of stuff here in Italy. Okay, you guys know what a lot of African girls come to Italy to do. Most of them come here to do all those runs. Most of them come here to do all those other things. So for the longest time, a lot of people thought that was what I was here for. It was okay after, you guys know I'm a vlogger, so after showing my life for a while, that's when they realized that that's not what I do. Even if it is what I do, oh, it's my life, I had to start explaining to a lot of them that, oh, I am only coming to Italy because my spouse is in the military and he is stationed here by the US Army. That's why we're coming here. If he was stationed in Germany, that's where I will be. If he was stationed in China, that's where I will be. So the only reason I am here is because he's here for work. So any day he leaves, that's the day I leave, right? I had to explain this to people back at home for a very long time before they understood. But all in all, that's the wildest thing that people think about when it comes to my relationship and me living in Italy. Girl, love this wine. Okay, the next question is, what is the most common thing that you and your husband argue about the most? OMG. For anyone who is married or in a relationship, you know that couples argue about a lot of things. Okay, it can be as little as, why did you leave your shoe here? That's little. So to be honest, me and my mister, we argue about a lot of things, but argue, okay, not fight. We don't fight. We don't even let our argument last long. But if I were to pick one specific one that annoys me the most, I would say cleaning the house. Okay, so the thing is, he works Mondays to Fridays and he's at home all through the weekend. Now even though I am home all through the week, I'm still doing stuff. I'm still filming for YouTube, I'm still creating content, I'm still taking care of the house, you know, doing dishes, laundry, and I still have my own little business on the side that I do. As you guys know, I bake cake, I do all those other extra stuff, but the difference is that I do my job from home and he does his own from an office. Yeah, when it is time for that kind of cleaning and I tell him, please can you come and help me, he's going to lay there and watch movie. Sometimes he will help me, sometimes he will not. I just forget about him and do my cleaning. Next question, do you have any child or children? How many? Where are they? If none yet, where will that be? Jesus, 6 questions. What is it? Eh? Okay. Do you have any child? No. Or children? No. How many? None. Where are they? They are in my stomach. Okay. If none yet, when will that be? Very soon. Very soon. Who knows? Maybe I am, right? Very soon, you guys, I am looking forward to it. Okay, I have been watching a lot of videos about like babies, pregnancy, cribs, how to make baby rooms, all of that. So right now I'm currently having baby fever, so keep your mind open. Very soon. Okay, next question. As a military wife, what are the strange things you've had to do that won't be asked of you if you were in a normal relationship? Honestly, none, to be honest. There's no strange thing that happens to me because I am a military wife. Instead, it's the other way around. I will say that I have a lot of advantage, I have a lot of benefits, I have a lot of things that has happened to me because I was a military spouse, and if I wasn't, it wouldn't have. I don't know if that makes sense. For example, when I was applying for my visa to come to Italy, my visa only took 24 hours to be approved. That is not a normal thing. Normally it would take, for an immigrant visa, it takes even up to a year depending on your situation, depending on who's inviting you and all of that. Mine took only 24 hours. I came to Italy with a mission visa. That's only visas for military personnel and their families and all. So I feel like they made it faster. They gave it to me in 1 day because of that, and I didn't do any interview. For immigrant visa, you're supposed to do interview. They ask you a bunch of questions. So I feel like it's the other way around, if that makes sense. Next question, what do you think is the difference between being married to someone out of your country / culture and being married to a Yoruba Nigerian? Just your opinion and views. Okay, now I can't compare, I can't say this is the difference because I've never been married to a Nigerian. This is my first marriage. I've never been married to anybody else, so I can't compare. So that's basically all I have to say about that. Next question, tell us briefly about your makeup revolution. When and how you started applying makeup and your growth process, because now you are always looking good in your videos and pictures. Hey! Hey! You guys, I never see myself as someone who does perfect makeup, to be honest. I feel like I'm average. I feel like I know how to just put things together, but I've never really seen myself as somebody who is good at makeup. But I realize that every single time that I put on makeup, I get lots of compliments. People always tell me that, oh, your makeup looks good. I remember a time I was at the bank and somebody asked me if I was a makeup artist. I was like, nope, I'm not. Okay, so talking about my makeup revolution, right? If you don't know, if you've never seen me natural before, I have a birthmark on the left side of my face that is darker than my original complexion. And for the longest time I was very insecure about that, so I was always trying to apply makeup to try to cover it up because I didn't feel beautiful. Okay, I didn't feel like anybody would see that and think it was pretty, so I was always applying makeup to try to cover it up. And for that reason, I self-taught myself how to do makeup. So I would go to YouTube, I would watch videos on how to conceal birthmark, how to cover dark spots, all of that kind of stuff, right? In the process, I just started getting, the thing with things like makeup or even a lot of things in life is the more you do it, the better you become. So the more I did it, the more I knew how to put things together to make sense. Like before now, I didn't even know you could make two foundations to blend into your skin. For the longest time, if whatever foundation I find, that's what I use. Sometimes the foundation will be way brighter than me or way darker, but you can see the revolution. I grew from using one foundation that is lighter or too dark for me to blending two foundations that matches my skin perfectly. And the more I do it, the better I become. Next question says, have you thought about pursuing music as a career for you? What are your plans for other careers if not music? So for those who are new on this channel who don't know, I sing, and I recorded my first single in 2012. What happened was that I was working, and when I work, I would use all my money to record music, and I put myself out there. I recorded songs, I put them on any free platform on social media that allows me to put it, and I will share the link to family and friends and tell them to download the music, right? I did this for so long. You know how sometimes you do something over and over again and you just feel like you're failing and you just give up? That's what happens to me with music. I went from recording my own songs to just now what I do is I just do little covers to other people's songs. But answering the question, I do see a career in music, like in the future. I do plan on starting over again, writing my own songs, recording my own songs, and I feel like I kind of have the platform now to promote my music. And I feel like as I grow, I want my music to grow with me, because this is a talent and I really love doing it. You can check out some of my songs on my Instagram page. If you don't follow me at Tonia Godwin. You can see some covers that I do. I'm answering the second question, which says, if not, like if I don't see a career in music, what else do I see a career in? I'm a very business-minded person. I studied entrepreneurship and business management in school, aside human resource management that I did a little course in. So I feel like if music don't work in the future, I do see myself owning my own business. And I'm a little office person. I like office. You know, I just like looking cute and going to work. In the future, I do plan on having my own company and, you know, having my own brand and having my own products. That's the other thing aside music. But the truth is, I plan on doing both of them. Okay, so that's the answer to that. Next question. Living in Italy at this time hasn't been the easiest. What has kept you going and your daily survival tactics? The very first time that this wahala started, I was a mess. Okay, in fact, I'm going to insert a video here so you guys can see the real me. I was a mess. I was in a state of panic. Like every time I feel a little itch in my nose, I'm like, hey God, do I have aura? You know, I would wash my hand 10,000 times a day. I would sanitize, I would wear mask, I would, you know, I was constantly online checking for news, how many deaths, how many days, how many cases, how many. It was just a lot, and it was draining me mentally, and it was making me like I was unable to sleep when it first started. But first of all, panicking don't solve nothing. So my survival tactics that I started doing now is I just follow the rules. When I go out, I wear my mask, I wear my hand gloves, and when I come back inside, I take a shower. I disinfect everything that I took out, like my phone, my bag, anything like that. So that has been my survival tactic. We've just been surviving, to be honest, because nobody expected something like this. This is not something that we've ever experienced before. So yeah. Next question now is, what will you say differentiates you from other YouTubers? I would say that what differentiates me from other YouTubers is my personality. Like, if you haven't noticed, I'm a very jovial person, okay? I am fun to be around. I am outgoing, outspoken, okay? I am fun. Generally, like, if you're with me, you will never be bored, and that's the truth, okay? Bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. If you're with me, you will never be bored, you will never be bored. That's the truth with me. I am not a boring person. I know how to hold a conversation, and I feel like I bring that personality to YouTube. Maybe you're the kind of person that like quiet people who don't speak much, then you might not like me. But if you like people who are, you know, the dancing type, the jiggy jiggy type, that's me. So I feel like that's what differentiates me from other YouTubers. And the other question says, have you been back to your home country after you left? Have I gone back to Nigeria since I left? Officially left? No. I left Nigeria in January of 2019, officially moved, and I have never gone back since then. But I first came to Italy for about over a month visit, the first time. I came in October of 2018, and then I went back, and then I came back in 2019. So that's what happened. But since I came back officially in 2019, I've never gone back to Nigeria, but I do plan to go at the end of this year by the grace of God. Did you think you were ready to get married when you did? Or do you still wish you had waited longer? Nope. I've always been one of those people who has always known they will get married early. In fact, if I had my way, I would honestly get married at like 24. Okay, I just that time husband did not come. That's the only reason why. But I've always been this kind of person that knows that after high school I'll go to university, after the university I'll get married, after I get married I want to have kids early. I've always been that kind of person. So when marriage came to me, I was totally and completely ready. I surrendered. I was like, when marriage came to me, I didn't think I should wait longer. I was ready. Okay, I was like, okay, let's do it. Bye. Anyway, next question. How did you know about me? She's talking about herself, Victoria Fabs. And what was our first encounter like to you? Okay. So I found Victoria Fabs when I was planning to move to Italy, because then she was living in Italy with her handsome spouse. So you know how when you're trying to move to somewhere, you begin to do research. That's how it was for me. I started doing my research and I found her on YouTube, and she was living here. So I was watching her vlogs. She was showing us around where she lives, and I was just eager to come. So that's how I found you, Victoria Fabs. Okay. And what was our first encounter like? I think I messaged her or something, and I was like, I'm trying to move to Italy and blah blah blah. I need like any advice that you have to give me. And you were very kind enough to offer me all the information that you had. Thank you so much. Okay, here I am today, almost 2 years later. Okay. Do you regret moving to another country? If yes, why? If not, why not? I always knew that my life belonged in another country that wasn't my country of origin. Okay, so no, I don't regret moving to another country, and I do plan to move to different countries in the future. I'm one of those people you can call a traveler, hence the reason why my YouTube is about travel and lifestyle and life abroad, because like all my journey is about me living in another country. So no, I don't regret moving to another country. I only miss my family and like my culture and the food, but aside that, what primary and secondary school did you attend? In what country, state? Do you still have your school uniform? Where is it? This one is funny. Okay, the primary school I attended is in Jos, Plateau State, Nigeria, and it's called Equa Transfer Primary School. I went to primary 1 to 6 there, and then for those who don't know, I've always been a military child. Okay, so we then moved to Warri, Delta State, where I attended my JS 1 to 3. I attended Army Day Secondary School, Efru. We then moved to Taraba State, where I finished my high school in Reverend Jonathan Wamada Memorial Secondary School, Takum, Taraba State. So that's all the schools that I have attended, minus university, because you didn't ask me about university here. Do you still have your school uniform? No, I don't. So yes guys, that's all for today's question. I feel like this video is going to be a little bit long. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to check my girl out, Victoria Fabs. I like her name a lot, and check her channel out. Subscribe to her YouTube channel and let her know that I sent you. Okay, if you're new on here, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, break it, destroy it, and do whatever you like with it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.